Hello everyone, my name is Hugo and welcome back to my channel. First of all, I want to apologize for not uploading that much. I haven't really had the time, so I'm really trying my best to increase that. Then today I just wanted to show you guys my Stephen King book collection. There are a lot of books, but as a side note, a lot of them I bought secondhand, and they're written in Dutch because I live in Belgium, and I plan on replacing them with the English versions, because I much prefer to read the original than to read the translation. Also, the camera is a bit closer now. I don't know what you prefer. Let me know if you want to be farther away again, because you don't like it. Let's just get into it, right? Oh yeah. I'll first go through the books rather quickly, and then at the end I will do like a top 5 on the TBR from Stephen King alone. So the 5 books I want to read first. I'm not going like the release date order, because I just don't. So first of all, we have 4 times Stephen King. I think the original title is The Bachman Stories. It contains 4 novellas. He wrote them as Richard Bachman, the pseudonym. Rage, The Running Man, Work in Progress, and what's it called in English? Rage, The Long Walk, Road Work, and The Running Man. Then we have the first 2 in Dutch from the Dark Tower series. The Secret of the Buick. This is Pet Sematary. Misery, one of the more famous ones, the recent. We have Joyland. Under the Dome. The Talisman. He wrote this with Peter Straub. Duma, or I think the original title is Duma Key. Riding the Bullet. These are all Dark Tower books. The second, the third, and the fourth one. Again, The Running Man, but in a separate version. I think this is Dreamcatcher. Yeah, the titles are not literal translation, that's why I sometimes have to look it up. Nightmares and Dream Escapes. Insomnia. Yeah, these are all pocket versions. So these are like, I guess you guys would call them mass market paperbacks, I guess. We have Silver Bullet. Lizzie's Story. Again, The Secret of Buick, but like a pocket version. The Breeding Method. This is a collection of short stories. Again, The Breeding Method on a different cover. Skeleton Crew, and Rage. I think this is the one that got pulled from shelves, right? Because it's well, I think this is the one that got pulled from shelves. I'm not sure. And we have Insomnia. This also takes place in Derry, as like it. We have, yeah, like that. We have The Regulators and Desperation. One he wrote as Richard Bachman, the other he wrote as Stephen King, and they like, I think it's the same story, but in like parallel universes or timelines. I don't know. Haven't read them. Needful Things. (221163). This is the Kennedy story, time travel. Heard really good things about it. Black House. He wrote this also with Peter Straub, and it's a sequel to The Talisman. This is the two of them combined is called 4 Past Midnight. It's 4 novellas, which also includes one of my favorites, The Langoliers. Rose Matters. Dreamcatcher. The Dead Zone. The Shawshank Redemption. We all know that one. Dolores Claiborne. Dolores Claiborne. Work in Progress. Pet Sematary again. The Shining. And Carrie, the first one he wrote, or the first one he published. This is one short story of The Bazaar of Bad Dreams. It got released for free in some bookstore. Donna Glenna is The Dead Zone again. Dark Tower books. Mr. Mercedes. Yeah, those were all the Dutch ones, so now I go to the English ones. Yeah, let's just... we have Cell. This is a sort of post-apocalyptic... Cell, this is a post-apocalyptic... oh, fuck's sake, yeah. A post-apocalyptic story. Jesus. Stephen King on writing. This is non-fiction. It's a memoir as well as some advice on how to start writing. Really want to read it because I'm writing something right now. We have The Shining. Very good. Just After Sunset. Blaze, which he wrote as Richard Bachman. The first one in the Dark Tower, The Gunslinger. Bag of Bones. Everything's Eventual. It's short stories. Yeah, short stories. 14 stories. Doctor Sleep, the sequel to The Shining. The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon. The Eyes of the Dragon. We have Full Dark No Stars. It's also short stories. Then It. This one I am currently reading. Well, I'm not currently reading it. I got to the end of the second interlude, and then I stopped and read something else because I just wanted a change of scenery. But I really enjoyed the first part. We have Joyland, but then a hardcover English version. It is also an illustrated edition. It has like drawings in them. Go. The most recent one, 4 novellas, If It Bleeds. It recently got announced that one of them, I'm not sure which one, will get a Netflix adaptation. Then The Bazaar of Bad Dreams, the full book. It's a lot of short stories. Then the last 3. I have Black House again, but then in English and a hardcover. The Outsider. I've heard controversial things about it. Some love it, some hate it, or some only don't love. Some fuck. Then we have The Outsider. I have heard controversial things about it. Some love it, some kind of hate it. And then my favorite cover of them all, The Institute. It's also a very recent one. I think it's his most recent novel. So not, if it bleeds, it's 4 different novellas, right? And that were them all. So as you can tell, I got through them rather quickly. Sorry. Alright, then the 5 books that are highest on the TBR, not in a particular order, because it's just how I feel at the moment that I will choose a book. What I try to do is, because I want to read every single one of Stephen King's book, what I try to do is I'll read one book and then a Stephen King book, and then when I finish that I read another one, and then again I'll go to Stephen King, because I don't like to read multiple books at the same time. So I just change it. Like for example, because it's very long, I split it into 2. And I finished the first half. Now I'm reading Mistborn, and when I finish that, I'm at the end. I will continue this one, and then I'll read something else, which I think will be Beartown from Frederick Bachman. And then when I finish that one, I'll go to a Stephen King, one of these 5, by the way. So the first one is Joyland. I read the Dutch version, and I really liked it, but I didn't like the translation as much, so I really want to read this version. It's about a college boy that goes working as a student in amusement park called Joyland, and then he hears the story of the ghost house, or the haunted house, that someone got killed there, and that the ghost is still hanging out there, and then the story progresses. Second one, I have Dr. Sleep. I read The Shining. I really loved that one, so I hope I will love this one as well. After I read this one, I want to watch both The Shining and Dr. Sleep, the movies. Yeah, this follows Danny from The Shining, Danny Torrance, and then here he is a doctor, or a psychiatrist, something like that. Then The Institute. This is about an institute where people, or children, I'm not sure, with special abilities like telepathy. Some of those are telekinesis, or yeah, special abilities, and they try to help control them, I guess. Yeah, and then I guess the institute probably is some kind of evil thing, and scary shit happens, which I'm really excited about. And that cover, though, I mean, it's literally one, no, not one of, it's my favorite cover I've ever seen in a book. Then The Talisman. This is more fantasy-like, I think. It follows a small boy, Jack Sawyer, I think. Yeah, Jack Sawyer, 12 years old. So it's, I guess, a coming of age, and it's also road trip-like and fantasy elements. Not sure what it's about, actually. Yeah, he's looking for the talisman, because that can save his dying mom and an invisible enemy. So he has to travel the whole American continent, but also a scary world called Territoria. So I guess that's another dimension or something like that. So it's kind of like a fantasy travel novel, which I really like. And the fact that there's a sequel also helps. Yeah. Oh, Stephen King also said once that he's planning on writing a third one. So it's like in the span of 30 years, they like, together with Peter Straub, they write the 3 novels. And then last but not least on the TBR at least is Under the Dome. This is also a Dutch version, so I want to purchase the English one, preferably in hardcover. This is about a town called Chester's Mill, and all of a sudden some mysterious dome appears and blocks them from the outside world. Nothing can get in the town, nothing can get out of the town, and then it follows everyone in the town, I guess, and how they try to survive. And it tackles a lot of issues that you can also like picture for the real world. Like they have a problem with pollution all of a sudden because the air can't get out or something like that. And then then I guess some turmoil happens and people fight. I don't know. I think this book is very character driven, which I really like. That's what I love most about books. It's the characters itself. So yeah, that was my Stephen King collection. As I said, I'm gonna try and upload some more the following days. Let me know down in the comments what book of Stephen King is your favorite, so I can take a look at it and maybe put that higher on the TBR. If you enjoyed, please consider subscribing if you're not already. If you're already subscribed, I thank you very much. If you want to just chat about books or something like that, you can always follow me on Instagram or just send me a message there, and then we can chat a bit. If you have other recommendations for books, or if you want to see me make a certain video, you can always let that know in the comments. And I guess that will be it. I thank everyone for watching. I thank you for subscribing, and yeah, bye bye.